Hey Tigers, I hope you had an awesome spring break. I don't know if you can see this book super well with the reflection I have in this room, but I just wanted to give you a review on this new book by Jewell Parker Rhodes called Black Brother, Black Brother. Holy smokes. She's an awesome author. She's written books like Ghost Boys. She's got a lot of other books, but as I was reading the whole time, I kept thinking, this reminds me of Jason Reynolds, and I love Jason Reynolds books. So Black Brother, Black Brother is about brothers, okay, Dante and Trey Ellison, and they're in middle school, and they have a black mom and a white dad, so they're biracial. And Dante looks like his mom; he has darker skin, and Trey looks like his dad; he's got lighter skin. Okay, they're at a new middle school, and Dante is having a really, really hard time. He's one of the few kids of color at that school, and he keeps having these things happen to him, people blaming him for things, and he gets in trouble for things that he didn't do. And he feels like he's getting picked on just for the color of his skin. Well, it's really tough because his brother Trey is really popular and having a great time. And so this whole middle school experience has been really hard on him. It gets pretty awful when there's this really unjust, unfair incident that leads to the school calling the police and arresting Dante. And it was for nothing, and it just made me so sad when I was reading about it. So he decides to kind of fight back against all this racial injustice against him. There's one kid in particular who's really, really awful to him and taunts him by calling him Black Brother in the hall. And I think that's kind of where you get the title of the book. But I think there's more meaning behind this too. Anyway, the kid who taunts him is the school's best fencer. Yes, I said fencer, the sport of fencing. You know, you only see it at the Olympics every 4 years. At least that's when I see it. So Dante decides he really wants people to see him for his talent and his potential and for the awesome person that he is, because he feels like people are not seeing him for who he is. So he decides to kind of take on fencing, and he wants to beat this kid who is so awful to him. He ends up going to a boys and girls club in the city, and he finds a mentor, someone who is a former Olympic fencer, to help him. He makes some other friends along the way. He learns so much about himself, and holy cow, it opens up your world to a whole new perspective. I loved this book. It was a fairly easy read, nothing too crazy. Okay, it's definitely meant for upper elementary to middle school audiences. I would say there are some high schoolers who would really, really love this book. So I 100% recommend it. 5 out of 5. If you want to read it, it will be in the EVMS library when we get back, whenever that is, guys. So if you want to read Black Brother, Black Brother, you can check out Sora, see if it's there. But otherwise, get it from me or find it sometime. Thanks, guys.